Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here discussing a article that I found on the internet. Now I found this article. I was just looking up some stuff about the changes to Overwatch, the role queue change. I wanted to sort of see what the rewards would be for the different ranks that you finished in. And what I did was came across this brilliant article. It's on a website called Gamesradar Plus. Never heard of it. But I figured, we can do a video on this. We did a video on a Vice article a couple months ago where they sort of talked about how making a Brigida police skin is Blizzard supporting police brutality. I thought that was an interesting video to do, and I figured, you know what, let's do a different video here where we sort of discuss this article. It's a brilliant article. So the article is called Overwatch's New Features Going to Wildly Change the Game, or the way the game is played. Great article. Title. And Sigma's here. Yeah, they put that in the title as well. Says get ready for 222. So basically, they wrote a great article. So we're going to sort of go through this. This is right before Roll Queue came out on Tuesday. Or right as it came out, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it was right after it came out. Or they updated it and said Sigma that came out, yeah. So it says, ladies, gentlemen, and genetically engineered hamsters. Great job. Trying to be funny off the start. The controversial / necessary / meta-changing Overwatch updates here. It's not really necessary. And it hasn't really been that controversial, honestly. I believe there's a majority of people that think it's a good idea. I'm not one of them, but I know there's a majority of people that do think it's a good idea. So yeah, it says it went live in Overwatch League, dramatically changing the way professional players are approaching competition. So it says, for 7 months, professionals, casual gamers, and every couch competitor in between have felt the aggravation of an unbalanced Overwatch match as the dreaded GOATS meta held the game in a vice-like grip. And then it says, GOATS is a style of play where teams are on 3 support, 3 tanks, completely ignoring the damage per second slots. It's super effective, but incredibly boring, as 3 massive, usually shield-bearing tanks meander towards capture points, being endlessly healed up by supports hiding behind their hulking frames. Been a dominating force in gameplay for the last several months. Such a force that people have been quitting out of frustration. First of all, I believe GOATS is the best meta that the game's had. I personally have always sort of liked to see strategic plays in Overwatch and things like that. In sports in general, I like to watch the things that are impactful to the game and not necessarily the most flashy plays. You can take football with one-handed catches as a thing. The first time that they'd had it, Odell Beckham had his a couple years ago, it was impressive to see. But once it continued to be a thing that players just aimed to do, it really wasn't that interesting to me. I'm not as impressed by a one-handed catch as a play that, just a simple play that will get you where you need to be on the field. And the same thing with Overwatch. I like a strategic setup ultimate. I like the ultimate combinations, things like that. I don't really care about somebody getting 3 headshots as Widowmaker in a row. It's not interesting to me. So I thought GOATS was very interesting from the standpoint of the tanks and supports that they're played. Having the Zarya typically being one of them. Zarya, D.Va Reinhardt, or Winston, depending on which tank you go with. But having those tanks in there and, having to be worried about where the D.Va's at when you're going to launch your ult to Zarya. And then from there, timing your D.Va ult and then making sure you can kill the shield of Reinhardt or Winston. And then, the timing of a Lucio ultimate. All of that is super, super impressive to me. Way more impressive than somebody showing up with a McCree ultimate and getting 4 kills with it, or a Reaper ultimate. They're just not interesting to me. I mean, if you get a Reaper ultimate with like a Zarya grab, that's interesting. But Like, even when I play, and I'll play Diva a lot of the times, I want to have the impactful play. If I get my ultimate gets 2 kills, but it kills the people with 5 seconds left on the clock, that's cool. But if I get a ultimate that kills 2 people or 3 people with 3 minutes left, I don't really care. It's just not impressive to me. And that's one thing about Overwatch League. Everybody's like hypes up these plays that don't really matter. And yeah, so that's what I like about GOATs. Is just it requires strategy and better ability to play the game. This enter role queue, which requires both teams to bring a balanced 2-2-2, which is DPS, 2 DPS, 2 tanks, 2 support, format to every game. It's radically changing the way Overwatch League is played. Instead of the resurgence of heroes that have been long, dormant while GOATs reign supreme. It's coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox, and PC during role queue beta season. This says, overall, the response to the role queue announcement has been mainly positive, but still somewhat mixed, with some people suggesting Overwatch League is dictating the game's format for all. Others commending Blizzard for making the game fair. Fans of Overwatch League report 2-2-2 role luck has radically changed the pro games for the better. I'm trying to make a damn video, and the cat just wants to come in the damn room. Overall, I do believe the Overwatch League is having an impact on the game in general. I don't think without Overwatch League, we would see this. Now, there's been professional Overwatch since the game began. There was tournaments in Korea in 2016 when, you know, the game came out, and it was announced in, I believe, 2016 they're making Overwatch League. But it wasn't until January 2018 that we were really seeing changes in the game that impacted the pro level more than would impact anywhere else. Something like role queue isn't necessary for people at the lower levels in comp. I'm taking this and talking as I walk. I'm not stopping my video. Like, the thing about it is people will play. Just get in the damn room. You know, people play at a lower level. You're not really gonna have, like, the need for role queue. People don't play GOATs at a lower level. I barely played, like, match with GOATs playing in high silver, low gold. Like, people don't play that there. They just pick whatever the fuck they want, DPS wise. And that's the same thing when you look at, like, I'm sure that's the same in higher gold and in platinum. People just playing whatever they want. It's not until you get probably, like, mid-diamond where people actually, like, try. So, you know, it's the higher levels of people that could be in the Overwatch League, and the Overwatch League themselves that this is impacting. And it's the people who watch all the Overwatch League matches and complain about GOATs because they want to see Widowmaker headshots and McCree ultimates and Bastion. You know, people that want to see those characters are the ones that are complaining about, oh, we need to have GOATs die. I hate GOATs. Oh, like, come on. GOATs is a good meta. You're just mad because characters that you think are good and plays that you like aren't happening, so you're going to complain about it. And then, since it's like a meme, the Overwatch analysts get involved and like, oh yeah, GOATs is terrible. I hate seeing GOATs. And it's just like, stop. It's just, to me, it's super toxic to have that type of negativity around something and then a change being implemented because people complain about it to watch Overwatch League. I mean, the thing is that the only thing that was exciting about this season of Overwatch League was GOATs. The matches were like, the teams are just boring. There's like 2 good teams, the rest of them are absolutely terrible. There's too many teams, which has lowered the quality of players. Like, there's so many professional esports Overwatch League teams at different levels. Contenders, Overwatch League, other tournaments that players are in. Like, there's a lot of good players out there that aren't in Overwatch League, a lot of bad players that are in Overwatch League. That's made it boring. Goats is the only good part about Overwatch League this year. I'm not a fan of role queue. I think it's terrible. This article is pretty one-sided towards the fact that they don't think that role queues that they don't think Goats is good, and that role queue is the best thing that's ever been added into Overwatch. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I think that role queue is pretty bad. I played all 15 placement matches of role queue. The 5 for tank, 5 for DPS, and 5 for healer. And it sucked. There's so many situations where I would have switched to a different character in a different category. It's just obnoxious that they lock you into a role. And it specifically affects the players who play multiple roles. I play tank and healer, and I go between them in each match. Sometimes the healing you get is absolute garbage. And you're just like, I gotta play healer. Oh wait, I'm stuck. I was popping off on one match with the most kills and like barely dying, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go to Zenyatta. Oh wait, I'm stuck and I can't. It's just so obnoxious, and I think that this whole thing about Goats making people not want to play Overwatch, role queue is making me not want to play Overwatch. I genuinely was not looking forward to last night doing the placement matches. The last 5 I had to do. I just was not looking forward to it. And tonight to play video games with Lamim, I don't think we're even playing Overwatch. Like, it's just not something that either one of us have interest in doing. They hurt the game by taking away an essence of the game. The thing years ago, before I was even playing, where you could play any character, like, there was no lock to that. That was a good thing to implement. You don't want to have 6 of the same characters, 6 Bastions, 6 Torbjorns, 6 whatever. But having it locked where there's now 31 characters, we'll say 30 because Sigma has released when this came out. So before, you could pick between 30 characters, and 6 of them were going to be on your team, and the rest of them were still available to switch to. And I think that's the essence of Overwatch. That's the way they promoted it when it came out, and the way they still kind of do, is you can just pick any character you want and swap to anybody at any time. It might even say on the back of the game case. Let me go grab that, because I believe that there's something along the lines of that. Yeah, choose your hero and Clash in the Battlefield. It says, because this is from the game when it first came out. So it says, choose among 21 heroes. It's now up to 31. Then it says they have unique abilities. Switch to heroes on the fly and change the course of battle. And then switch to certain heroes. Now, I find it wild that that's the way they promote it. Like, switch heroes on the fly, and then they get rid of that element to a sense. You know, if you play tank, you can only play, like, if you lock in tank, you can play Diva, Winston, Reinhardt, Orisa, Zara, Wrecking Ball, Sigma. 7 characters. And if you're going to play healer, you can pick Mercy, Zenyatta, Brigitte, Ana, Lucio. Who else am I missing? Baptiste. What other healers do they have? Moira. You can play those 7 characters. Then the rest of them you can play if you play DPS. I just feel like you should have the opportunity to pick anyone that's not taken by your team. That's the way Overwatch, that's the essence of the game. Is switching to whoever you want, whenever you want. And it's just obnoxious to see a change like that. Either way, role queue's here to stay. So we're stuck with that. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sure somebody will dislike this video because they love role queue. Every video I've criticized role queue on has gotten dislikes. But that's whatever. Yeah, either way, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next one.